Hi Andy, great to meet you and do some work on your game the other day at the range. Just a quick recap on the points that we covered. There are things in your swing that you may look at and think, well, I don't really like that, I want to change that in regards to, we were talking about the left arm, etc. However, there are more pertinent things in regards to how you hit the golf ball and your ability to hit driver longer and on a better trajectory. So we take a little look at what they are. If we first of all look at a good drive of the golf ball, what we're going to see here with Grant Waite is that during the backswing, there's very little movement off the ball. There's actually no movement off the ball. You can see the head staying inside that red box, and the upper centre, his sternum, staying very much in the same position also. What this allows him to do is control the low point of the swing. So if you look at the circle that we've traced here now on the ground, that's the arc that he's swinging in. Now, if the player hits the ball on what we call the point of tangency, the tip of that circle, if you will, the lowest point, or in the back half of that circle, then he's going to hit the ball from the inside. If the player, like we see with yourself, makes too much of a move off the golf ball, you can see your head drifting to the right, now requires a lunge back across to control things, and unfortunately we don't get that lunge back across. We can see here that the hip centre is starting to move back, the upper centre is hanging back also, so at this point in the swing we're too far back, and the weight location now at impact is too much on the right side, which means the circle that we swing in has moved back. And no matter what we try and do, we're going to be hitting up and across this golf ball on the way through. What we're going to see with Grant Waite is a situation where, as he comes forward now, the upper centre is in the same position as before, which means he's attacking the golf ball from the inside as he makes contact. So he's hitting it right on the point of tangency there. Just where that circle starts to turn the corner is where he's making contact. With yourself, you're making contact after the point of tangency, and as the ball, or as the club, is working to the left. So what we've done really is just told you to, it's like the old adage of keeping your head still, but it's learning how to do it. Here we're going to stay much more centred. As a result now you can see the weight much less on the right side coming into impact, starting to move forward. Centre of gravity now further forward than it was at the start of your session, and therefore we're hitting the ball much less. We're still hitting it slightly at the front of that circle, but not by as much. The other thing we've changed here is the ball position. Take you back down and get rid of the lines. Previously, because of the move off the golf ball that you were making, the first change you did was to put the ball in a more centre position in an attempt to maybe sort of control this circle a little bit, but you never really did it. So if we look at your old swing and where you're hitting the ball in relation to that circle, this doesn't look too bad, but if the ball position was where it should be, you'd be hitting way across it and hitting big slices. But unfortunately, with the ball that far back in the stance, you're going to experience a lot of problems in regard to the spin rate that you've got on the golf ball. Now with the ball much more forward in the stance, we're still making contact in a much better position, much easier to control the path of the golf club. You can see there that you're hitting the ball a little bit more towards the point of tangency of the centre of that circle. So controlling the movement of the body weight during the backswing is a key issue for you at this moment in time. Everything fixed on the way back, then move forward on the way down. Good luck with it, and I look forward to working with you again in the coming weeks. Well done.